Hi everyone, how are you? It's day 5 of lockdown. I did put a video on this morning, but I didn't put any figures or anything like that. It was just a quick video just to see how it was going. I was meant to be put on a bit early, but it's been a chaotic day at work. Let me tell you, it's been a day of management calls and fighting plenty of fires. And you can't leave anything until tomorrow because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So you're better off just trying to get things out of the way now, today, and get them solved and get them out of the way and move on onto new things tomorrow. It's about, 10:30 now, and I'll probably finish work about 10, and I just had a bit of a bite and I thought I'd put the video on. What else is happening? Just so you know, I know there's some people that are asking how's my family? Family's going really good. Parents are doing fantastic. They're not in Madrid, so they're out of the, let's say, out of the centre, and they're on the coast. At least they've got beach views. They're in lockdown there as well, so it's not as if they can leave the house, but nice fresh air, beach views, and Dad's entertained doing some handyman sort of stuff. So they're doing really good. My sisters are doing good as well. I get to see them on videos on a daily basis. Same as the rest of the family, nieces and nephews. Having competitions online, doing things and keeping the, let's say, the Fernandez humour up and going. So even though I can't write much because, as I said, it's been a busy day, I have been able to watch the videos and see the chats and do things, and it's quite hilarious. But anyway, let's go on to some stats because it is a bit concerning and it has gone up, okay? And some sad news today, but let's go into the stats. Just to let you all know, I'll sort of bring it up on where we are today. On day 1, which was I think on Saturday, we had about 8,000 infected people, and out of those 8,000 we had 300 deaths. On day 2, we went up 1,300, so it was 9,300, and we had 330 deaths. Deaths didn't go up too high, only 30. On day 3, which was yesterday, I believe on the first day that I did videos, I didn't put any stats, all right? But then day 3, which was yesterday, we went up 2,000 people, so 11,300, and we climbed up also on this to 510. And today, there was another, let's say, rise from 11,300 to 13,900, and from 510 deaths yesterday to 620. The sad news here is 50 of those from elderly that were within aged care centres. Now what happened here is at the beginning, probably about a week, 2 weeks ago, when we started to get alerts here in Spain, we did have one of the main concern was the aged care centres. Someone walked in, and one of the aged care centres in Madrid, the alarms went off, and the elderly started to pass away, etc., etc. Now we're talking about people who are 99, 80, 85, that sort of age bracket in these age centres were passing away. Today, same thing, but not in one age centre, in a few age centres. There was one age centre that had 17 people pass away today, okay? But in general, in the whole of Spain, they had 50. So it's probably something that we need to look at, okay? Take care of the elderly. I would close down. It's probably something that they didn't do here, and I recommend that in the other countries, is close down the elderly, the old age centres or age centres, and close those down and make sure that minimum people go inside and can transmit the disease over to them. That's pretty sad news. On the politics side, it's quite difficult. Like I was watching Scott Morrison's, I think that's his name, yeah, Scott Mo, his press conference today, and it's quite difficult. I don't think, as I said, we haven't had this in the past. our, let's say, the country that confronted this at the beginning, let's say I don't think would have been the clearest, would have sent out all the information, and hence that's what we're playing catch up now. In Spain, I suppose, hopefully, Spain and Italy, and then hopefully Australia, England, and the US sort of learn. And you see all these things, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Trying to play the solo game or the heroes game, and I think they should pay more attention to what's going on. Without a doubt, if they see something that they can sort of help or mitigate some of the issues, well, absolutely brilliant. But don't go around playing a heroes game. Just learn. Spain and Italy, we're not backwards. We're pretty up there. And actually Spain has one of the best medical systems in the world. As funny as it might sound, but yes, Spain has one of the best medical systems in the world. So learn off it. Don't think that your system's the best. It's not. So, you've got to see what's going on and try to learn off the mistakes that we've made in Spain and Italy, and hopefully, improve it. Even though I'm seeing some things in Australia, and it's sort of quite amazing. But anyway, let's see what we can do. It's going to be hard to have tests for everyone. Okay, it's going to be hard to have masks for everyone, and it's going to be hard to have vests for everyone. And it's something that sort of like the doctors are raising here is in regards to vest and mask. Okay, and they're asking for those people that have minimum symptoms to sort of stay back, all right? Because every time someone goes in, they have to change the vest and the mask, dispose of it, okay, do the test or speak to you without anything in case that may be contagious towards you and you pick it up, okay? So every time someone comes in, they have to go and change it right away, go back, get changed, and then go and treat the ones that are inside. And that's, time consuming. So, take note of that, and hence the reason why sometimes they're running out of mask and vest as well. That's going to be a difficult one as well, not just the police. There's going to be a lot for everyone, for the police, for nurses, for doctors and everything. One thing that they've also come up with here as well is watch out. We're going to have protocols where we walk into our own houses. Even though we've walked down the street and just we think it's safe, when you come home, take your shoes off at the entrance, something that's pretty normal in Australia. But also take all your clothes off, put it in a plastic bag and wash it. If you can't wash it straight away, wash it in the next wash. Okay, but don't let it sit around the house. Anything that you've had outside, also leave it in the front entrance. Don't bring it into the rest of the house. Your animals or your pets, let's say, pets, clean the bottom of their paws and things like that before they start entering the house, because you don't want them to be spreading the disease with their paws. Okay, so something that they're sort of raising as well, because sometimes this virus can be on the surface during 9 hours or even days. Okay, so it all depends. It depends on the material and whatever. So something to take into consideration. Just to let you know that the hotels, there's some hotels that are being closed off here in Spain to be medical centres for, let's say, for people who have light symptoms. Okay, and so then they're not in the hospitals. They may need medical attention, but they don't need to be in the hospital. So they're preparing the hotels that are close to the hospitals. Entertainment centres and pavilions, sport pavilions. Okay, they're being, let's say, used for either homeless or hospitals as well. And also, as I mentioned yesterday, the army is also involved in their setting up hospitals as well. The government, because it's locked down, okay, they've got absolute power over the whole state. Okay, so they're starting to confiscate mask and vest, okay, from those companies that may have it, or factories. So they're going confiscating it and taking it to the hospitals or to the doctors. So I suppose maybe the next step may be toilet paper. They may be going to your house to confiscate the toilet paper that, or at least not your house, but all those hoarders go there and confiscate all the toilet paper. So yeah, it's interesting times. Just probably take note of everything I'm saying, okay? Because I think you're about 5 or 7 days behind where we are. You'll see the peak as I show you. Beginning of on day one, it was about 8,000. Now we're at 13,900. That's only after 4 days. So we've gone up 5,900 cases, and even deaths have gone up 320 cases in 4 days, and it's expected to go even higher. Okay, so you're starting to see that now. You're starting to see some cases that are the cases are starting to come up. And as I mentioned yesterday, it's not ones or twos. They go up by threes. Each time one person goes in, it seems like 3 people going. Okay, so they rise exponentially, as we say. Take care of yourselves. We never know. Anyone could be infected with the virus. Today you probably saw that the World Health Organization said that it's not just the elderly, it's also the young as well. Even though we're not seeing that, but we just have to take care of ourselves. Like always, keep fit. And I've just noticed I still got the sticker. I'm in the kitchen because the kids are sleeping. Okay, so I couldn't do it from my room. So keep fit, and as it says at the back there's always a reason to smile. Even though today was a tough one. But all we can do is just keep on going, fight the fight, the good fight, and just keep that smile on our faces. Take care. We'll see you soon.